Nicholas Reed here, and I'm bringing you a little student film from the archives. A little student film me and Elliott made in 2006 called Patriotism. Now this was originally online on the NickeRMel YouTube, but for some reason it's been muted, so I thought I'd re-upload it because to me it's important to go back and see how we started, you know, like the techniques we used, how amateur we were back then, but also see some of the concepts we were developing and, you know, how our minds worked back then, and see how far we've come from that point. So it's nice to see something from the past where you can see like a little glimmer of like where we started and where we're going and all that, and that's what I find fascinating about this little film. So Patriotism is basically our take on a spin-off of one of my favourite video game franchises of all time, Metal Gear Solid, and it's to do with the Patriots. And if you're not familiar with the Metal Gear Solid mythology, it gets quite deep. Trust me, trying to understand the Metal Gear timeline is all over the place, but you don't really need to know that for this short film. Another thing with Patriotism is it was incomplete when we first made it, because obviously we're a class of 30 students, and at the time we were all assigned to write a story and perform it, and naturally, you know, everyone's doing it live. Me and Elliott were like, sod it, we're going to make a film. So this is what we made, and unfortunately our lead actress Jade couldn't be available for all the scenes, so Elliott, brilliant, clever idea, like literally illustrated the missing scenes, and we used Natasha Lewington, who you might remember from the Crap Show's Halloween special, to dub over those scenes. And I find it really interesting to see, you know, how this film came together when, you know, there was only bits and pieces, but we managed to stick it together.
Oi, what's with this test?
It's an intelligence test.
Not for crying out loud.
And we've mulled around with the idea of remaking this film for a long time, because even though it's an old film now and it specifically has to be set in 2008 because of the timeline of Metal Gear Solid, and I won't say any more than that because it will spoil the film, it has to be set then, so I might remake it. I don't know. It's been on my mind for a long time, and all I'll say is this is Patriotism. If it was remade, it would be Metal Gear Patriotism. That's all from me, and I hope you enjoy our little student film we made in 2006. And thank you for coming with me down memory lane. Cheerio.